three, light it up in here. Turn the flame on high, yeah, the moment's here. Loyalty the crown when BT's in the frame. Party full throttle, but the grind stays the same. Chasing every dream in his own lane. Never backing down, yeah, he's built for the game. Welcome to the show, the one you cap and go. Locking real quick, it's that Hat Talk 5. Big T on the mic, hear the snap, hear the sound. From the lows to the highs, keep the bricks spun around. Racing through life with his pace never slow. Blue and red rep wherever we go. In the spotlight, yeah, the chat go live. Welcome to the movement, Hat Talk Live. Feel the brim snap back, yeah, we prime time ready. Big T shine bright, keep the vision steady. This our moment, yeah, it's our time. Hats out bright when the lights go live. Hats Talk Live. Hats Talk Live. Hats Talk Live. Big T.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hat Talk Live. It's Thursday night, January the 15th, 2026. Still weird saying that, 2026, and we are live. Welcome in, everybody. See a great crowd of people already joined in here in the chat. And remember, if you're watching on Instagram, come on over and watch on YouTube. That's the only place you can interact with everybody in the Hat Talk Army. Dan Josh with a night off. He's in the house tonight. Thanks to his work for letting him be off today. So good. Glad to have him in here. Charisma always in the house. He's ready to get awesome as always. Andres Godinez in the house. Welcome back. I don't know if you were here last week. Chicken is in the house. Gio, welcome to Hat Talk Live as always with the fire emoji. Petey Benda, welcome back. I didn't see you last week either. If you were, I didn't notice, but maybe you just didn't chat in the chat. Well, anyway, welcome in, everybody. It's time to get down to it. Today was actually National Hat Day. So if you didn't know, now you know. Lids put out something. There's so many different days. There's every day is a day for something, isn't it? Like there's a donut day, there's a French fry day, but I guess today was National Hat Day. So hope you were rocking a hat, whatever brand it is. There's many different brands of hats out there. So hopefully you were rocking one of them today. And feel free to let us know in the chat what you were rocking, what you were wearing. And we'll go from there with that. But happy National Hat Day to everybody today. There will be a new segment tonight on the show. New segment, Gio. I finally was granted permission. I didn't have to. It's not like I say finally because this has been on my mind as an idea for quite some time. But I finally did just say, oh, can we do this? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, okay, great, cool. We're doing it. So tonight we will debut the first installment. This is just the first installment. Hopefully it continues, but Jamie's adventures in dating will begin tonight. We're going to try something different tonight on Hat Talk Live. We got different things to do, different things to entertain ourselves with. And I think that this one is definitely going to entertain you as much as it's entertained me for the past year. And we'll go with it for as long as it continues. But I promise you that there will be at least a few episodes where we will discuss Jamie's adventures in dating. So that is tonight. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss that for sure. Don't forget to join Trucker Hat Fans on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, get in there, join Trucker Hat Fans, the best Facebook group in the game today, where we had to start over because they had our other group taken down. Trucker Hat Fans is available on Facebook. Great community in there, well moderated, well admin, doesn't take any bullshit. I know the admin very well. He's a good dude. Trucker Hat Fans. Get in there, join in if you are interested in many different brands of Trucker Hat Fans, because we aren't here for just one brand anymore. And speaking of not being here for one brand anymore, I'd like to introduce to you tonight a new brand of trucker hats and other styles of hats that they have on their website. Tonight, I want to introduce you to the Heartbeat brand. And within the past, a little under, I think it was about a week actually, that this, I discovered the brand, had some brief communication with the brand, became an affiliate, ambassador, whatever they want to call it, for the brand. And tonight I'm introducing this brand to you. And I want to show you some of the hats. I have a couple of the hats on hand to show you. I'm going to show you how they were delivered, the packaging and everything. And I'll show you some stuff that's on their website right now. I'll start with that. So they have different themed hats. They have states and cities. They have this logo that features the heartbeat, like it would show on like the hospital monitor kind of thing. There's different states, there's different cities. There's also different sports, golf, pickleball. There's more than this on the website. The website is theheartbeatbrand.com. You can find the link in the link for this video right now, and you can find it in my link tree as well. They also do have other things that you love, things that you give your heart to, camping, or your dog, things like that. You can go and explore these all. I'm just giving you a sampling of what they have available on their website. I'm going to show you a couple of the hats that I have actually was sent. And first I want to show you the box. Very nice, like the, colorful printed on box that this arrived today. I don't want to show too much because my address will be out there, but there you can see heartbeatbrand.com on there. Theheartbeatbrand.com is the website. And first I'll show you all the hats came in this pretty durable, nice, black plastic bag, putting passion into fashion. And you can see the logo there with the, the heartbeat and everything on there. That was where the bag that they were in. I ordered 3 different hats here. I'll show you these cork ones. And it's just, this is weird. Like I expected this to be more of like a printed on cork, and it's actually has like the feel of actual cork on this crown here. And you can see the logo there with that heartbeat, the heartbeat monitor there with the Florida state, logo right in the middle of that on the side of that hat there. Some more details in it again with the, the mesh in the back. Also does have the, that same logo that I just showed you on the bag, black snap in the back, and then a nice colorful kind of like a sunrise or sunset and a little bit of the ocean underneath there to add that little, pop on there. Good quality all the way around. Good price. And I'll talk more about that in a moment, but this is the one I ordered this one for myself. And I also did get one for the wife in the purple colorway, pretty much the same. Hers actually did say Florida Heartbeat on the back. The black one that I ordered just said Heartbeat brand on it. So a little difference right there. Hers had flowers. Probably Angie or Hunter could tell me what kind of flowers these are. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. I'm a guy. I'm also straight. So flowers underneath there. Not that straight guys don't know flowers, but I don't. Heartbeat, again with that Florida on there. Brims are a little flatter. I can curve these, and these are curvable, so I can curve it. Is chat dead? Are you guys just sleeping out there, or am I just not getting the messages? Cork on there. Feel free to communicate in the chat while I'm doing this. Gray mesh in the back, gray snap in the back. Again, logo. And then again, that Florida heartbeat embroidery on there too. Very nice. So also a point out on the in the interior on these, they all do have some interior, and it's what makes your heart beat is what's said on the lining of the interior of these hats on there. So these are 2 of those, and the other one I got that's a little bit different and actually turns out to be my favorite of these is actually this black kind of satiny camo one, again, with that Florida heartbeat on there. Again, black mesh in the back. Got that logo on there, and then heartbeat brand on the back there. This one really, it's pretty nice. Pretty, decent quality. This one has some sharks underneath the brim. So looks pretty cool. Little, again, different stuff. I'm here for it. They're very generous, and I'm proud to announce tonight, theheartbeatbrand.com. Get in there. They also do have this Freedom hat. Also, I just want to mention that before I get into this. But the other thing I want to mention, you can now use code BIGT25 to save 25% off on the Heartbeat brand. So that's a generous discount, and I hope to see many of you out there in the Hat Talk Army taking advantage of this discount to make some orders and get some of these hats, because they're reasonably priced to begin with. And then with that Big T 25 and saving 25% off, it's a pretty good deal to get some good quality hats out there. So theheartbeatbrand.com, new affiliate sponsor of Hat Talk Live. Appreciate them being a part of this. And I hope that many of you out there enjoy ordering some hats off of there as well. And would definitely let me know if you do play order. I'm glad to listen and hear what you guys picked up. We also did mention Alter Ego Running last week. AlterEgoRunning.com is their website. They have a lot of great styles on their website. You can check those out. And wasn't too clear, but you can use code BIGT10 to save 10% off on all the hats on AlterEgoRunning.com. So get in there, check out all their great styles. This new, I don't know if this is a new one or something I just spotted because I hadn't seen it, but there's a nice camo. Coaster is my style. Like that's the kind of, curved brim, little, peak with the rope across, that all those things, like kind of things that I check the boxes with. That's my style. So Coaster Splash Off Grid Camo Green, that one is on there. You can save 10% off on that style and all the styles on there. AlterEgoRunning.com. Get in there and check those out. We also mentioned Huega House last week. The link is in this video. While you're watching the video right now, you can see the link down below. And if you click the link, it will automatically give you the 15% off discount. All you got to do is click the link. Code is automatically taken in there. There's not like anything you got to input. It's just click the link and go, and then you're right there, 15% off Huega House. Check them out. They got college teams. They've got a lot of different different designs with their brand name. All that stuff is on there. Check them out. HuegaHouse.com. HUEGA house.com. Today, Culture Kings, another drop this week on a Thursday. I think they did one. I think it was last Thursday. They did one drop, and now they did another one. It seems like Thursdays are their thing. 5 p.m. Eastern time today. This one dropped on there along with many other different teams, but I'll show you the Bills one because it's the one that I picked up. And it also had the Josh Allen MVP speech on the side of the hat. Be good, do good, God bless, and go Bills. Nice, kind of like soft tones, blue and with the khaki on there. This is on Culture Kings. And again, they do have many different teams on there available now. Some of these do sell out quick. Some teams sell out quicker than others. I've noticed that the Bills sell out quicker than there's a lot of passionate Bills fans out there. So they've also been starved of like merchandise for years prior to like the recent success that they've had. So when something comes out that's cool, Bills fans jump on it. Very loyal fan base. And so if you see something you like, go in there and get it. I don't have any affiliation or discount code, but also last week's drop, I did pick this one up along with today's drop. So you can check out these. These are sky blue and black and blues. I think this is what they call this collection here. Many different teams available in those as well. Bills didn't sell out in a week, so that was a good sign. Kind of similar to one I already showed you last week with the snowflakes and everything. But anyway, yeah. Dan Josh is saying, and they seem to make Yankees in just about everything. Like every time there's a collection, they always make Yankees just about. So we are we're hopeful that that they continue to make Buffalo Bills, but if they don't make Bills, then I buy the Yankee one usually. Some sneaker news. Air Jordan 4 Flight Club, they're dropping Saturday. It doesn't seem like there's too much noise circulating around these. January 17th, 10 a.m. Eastern time. These will be dropping on the sneakers app. $220 is the price tag. I don't think you're going to have a problem getting these. I think there's going to be plenty of them available in various stores and on sneakers app. So if you want them, go and get them. Kind of plain to me, black. There's some different hits of red on these from the other 4s, but some little differences. The Nike Air in the back is blacked out. So yeah, not the greatest. January is kind of slow for sneakers. It just tends to be like after the holiday season, these sneaker retailers are kind of taking it easy on the people a little bit. Like, all right, let's not drop so much stuff because people don't have as much money after buying Christmas presents and doing all kinds of other stuff for the holiday season. So let's lighten up. And then when tax season hits, when the fucking people get their tax refunds, then you start seeing them dropping, like they'll have 3 heat drops in a row. So they'll get your money with that, and you'll see everybody with their baby mamas at the mall buying up a new set of sneakers for the whole family with sweatpant hoodie outfits and kicks for the cousin and the bro and whatever. It's go to the mall during tax season. You'll see some shit going down for sure on a sneaker drop morning. It's entertainment, pure entertainment. Upcoming shows. Loyalty members show only next Thursday night. So if you're not a loyalty tier member, get in there, join in. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So that next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, same place, but loyalty tier members only. It's an anything goes. We'll be in here talking, doing whatever. So get in here, join the loyalty tier, and you can participate in a Q&A with me and talk about whatever you want to talk about next Thursday night. The week after that, January the 29th, we'll be doing a Mardi Gras show. And I got a delivery from Joshua, actually. I don't know if I've even seen him watching tonight yet, but he might be working or something. But Joshua sent me a little care package, and I'll be unboxing that in 2 weeks from tonight for a little special Mardi Gras show. He's going to come on. He's going to talk about some stuff. He'll be a special guest in for a little while on January 29th. So we'll have him in here, and we'll talk a little bit. First time I'll ever be actually talking to him. I hope first time him guest on Hat Talk Live anyway. And we'll hear all about the origins of Mardi Gras and some other stuff. And we'll talk about the care package that he sent me. Some pretty cool stuff he sent me. I appreciate that. Thank him for that. And then I debated on doing this one or not, because I kind of did take some time off in the past few months, but whatever. Fuck it. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Right. So Hat Talk Live 4-year anniversary show coming up on February the 5th. 4 years of Hat Talk Live minus 3 months and some change, but hey, we've been here for 4 years. We're still here, right? For now, anyway. For who knows how long? If maybe 4 more years, who knows? But Hat Talk Live 4-year anniversary. Come on in on February 5th and celebrate with us on our 4-year anniversary. I see Xiao is in here from Mexico. I've been seeing her stories that she's been posting, and looks like she's having a great time. Happy birthday, Xiao, as well. I saw it was your birthday while you're away. Nice of your boyfriend or fiance or whatever to take you on a trip to Mexico for your birthday. Very awesome. So loyalty tier, you get access to loyalty badges, emoji. I'm going to be uploading some cool stuff like we had in the past very soon. Member shout outs, connecting on social media. I always connect with my loyalty tier members above and beyond anybody else. You'll get discounts on merchandise, and you also get members only live streams, just like next week. As I mentioned, we will be doing a loyalty members only show. While you're watching the show right now, it should be fairly easy to join. If you're watching on a mobile device, there should be a little join bubble, just like I'm showing here from last week's show. You can just click that join bubble and you are joined in to the loyalty tier. So you'll have access to all those great things and be able to watch next Thursday night show with no issues at all. So if you have any problems joining the loyalty tier, you need the link or anything, it's also posted in the video description. You can click the link for that many different ways, or you can ask me. No problem with that at all. Just hit me up and I will help you out. So as I mentioned, next Thursday night, January the 22nd, loyalty members only Hat Talk Live. You know, if you've watched one of these shows in the past, it's no holds barred. It's anything goes. It's uncensored. It's even worse than I normally am. And it's definitely fun. Definitely fun nights. And we can talk about anything. Anything that I can talk about, I talk about on these shows. So come on in, join in. Loyalty members only next Thursday night. Talk a little bit. I know there's some football talk today while we were talking about Culture Kings and everything. Charisma's 49ers, Jamie's 49ers are both advanced. My Buffalo Bills have advanced. And take a drink. And blow my nose. You know, do both. Last week after the show, I was starting to feel like during the show, I was starting to feel like a little bit like sore throat. The next morning, I woke up full on fucking razor blades in my throat, sucked ass all day fucking Friday. Then I was afraid I was going to get like, because my dad has actually been sick. He's been coughing and everything. He was coughing all last week. I was afraid I was going to get that. Knock on wood. Didn't get that. So, but I felt good for a couple days after the sore throat. Like it kind of was like a 24-hour razor blade and then gone. But then I started getting stuffed up, like, and not like the full on head cold stuffed up, just like blowing out like continuous amounts of shit out of my nose. I know this is what you want to hear. So still going through that a little bit. It's been a week of like blowing my nose, and you can still hear it in I can hear it in my voice a little bit too, but you might think it's kind of sexy, the voice, the sick voice, but put your cocks away. Don't jerk off too much while you're watching me. Anyway. Yeah, Charisma's been sick all week too. Everybody has just about been sick lately. There's flu going around and norovirus and COVID is still out there. So be careful, wash your hands, and take care of yourselves out. Gio was sick last week too. I know he had some sickness. So for you football fans, we can talk some football. If you guys want to talk some football, we can talk about that. We got the Bills versus the Broncos. Bills at Broncos on Saturday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. Then Saturday night, you got Charisma and Jamie's 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. That is at 8 p.m. on Fox. Sunday afternoon, you got the Texans taking on the Patriots at Patriots, 3 p.m. Eastern time on January the 18th. And then the Rams taking on the Bears on that Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. That one is on NBC and Peacock. So that is the slate. Again, we can talk about football. I'll talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I say my prayers for my Buffalo Bills. It's going to be another tough one. We had a tough one last week. They're banged up, lots of injuries, and Josh Allen is carrying the load, and God bless him for everything he's done. And he's not even 100% either, but hopefully he can carry us and overcome the Denver Broncos on Sunday to get us to another AFC championship game. So we're hopeful of that. And that's on Saturday. And yeah, there's the full bracket. And then next week will be the AFC and NFC championship games. And then in 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now will be the Super Bowl on a Sunday, February 8th. So got a little bit of time before football season winds down. In between that, for those of you out there that are wrestling fans that fuck with the wrestling shit, Royal Rumble is in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this year, and it's going to be on 2 p.m. Eastern time on January the 31st. It's on a Saturday, and it's on in the afternoon because it's in Saudi Arabia. So they haven't even really done too much as far as Royal Rumble entrance yet, and we're only like a little over 2 weeks away from it. It's a very strange time for WWE right now. Like I feel like that normally we'd know like a lot of the entrants and like how it's going to kind of go and what the build is going to be like, because this is basically the start of the road to WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble is usually what they consider to be the start of this road to WrestleMania. And WrestleMania is pushed back a little bit later again this year. It's in later April, like 18th and 19th in Vegas. So longer road to WrestleMania, whereas opposed it used to be like early April, late March. Now it's like this third week of April kind of time frame. So you got a longer road, more stuff that can happen. Cody just lost the belt. And I mean, that's not really a spoiler. You should have watched SmackDown last Friday, but Cody lost to Drew McIntyre last Friday night. Kind of a surprise to a lot of fans out there. CM Punk is still champ on the Raw brand, world champion. Got some injuries in WWE. Stephanie Vaquer is also hurt. Dominic Mysterio is also hurt. So some stuff going on. There's a lot of weird things going on. And CM Punk's going to be defending the title against Finn Balor in Belfast, Ireland this coming Monday. So that's another interesting. It would be an absolute shock if CM Punk loses to Finn Balor on Monday night. That would be a shock of shocks. I never would see that coming, but anything can happen. So I saw that too, Gio. They're building a stadium for the Royal Rumble. I thought they already had stadiums over there. So what the hell is going on? That's so weird to me. I didn't know anything about that until the other day, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy, but just definitely gonna be weird having Royal Rumble on during the daytime. Royal Rumble is one of those things for even the casual or non-wrestling fans. It's a super fun thing to watch and to gamble on if you have like a house full of people. There's different, like you can bet on like just draw numbers like 1 to 30, and then whatever person comes out with the corresponding number, you pick that name, and then you could win the pot. Like everybody pays $5 and they draw like, depending on how many people you have in your house. Like if you have 6 people in your house, everybody draws 5 names. And then you put in $5, then whatever the person takes the pot at the end of whatever corresponding number ended up winning the Royal Rumble. So we used to do that. Me and my friends used to do that shit all the time. Always a good time. It was something we always used to look forward to, especially in January in upstate New York when there's nothing to fucking do up there. So also, Pure Plank, still got that available. Don't forget to use code Big T10, save that 10% off. I know Jamie's been working out. He's been getting his body in shape. He's losing weight. I haven't really been on the Pure Plank, to be honest, as much lately. I do need to get back into it a little bit, but I've been running and training and doing other things like that. So I am keeping my body moving throughout this year so far. But the Pure Plank is a good tool to have, core strength, helping with that back pain, back strength, all kinds of stuff. It definitely helps out. I've seen orders come in recently, some New Year's resolutioners. If you're looking for something simple, one thing to do, if you're looking for something to start, you're not somebody who's having a tough time getting motivated to do some kind of movement, some kind of exercise, start with something small. These workouts, a lot of them are 10 to 20 minutes. Just getting yourself doing it. And once you get in that groove, you find that you're going to make yourself be more consistent doing it. So get in there, use code Big T10, save that 10% off on a board. Good investment for your health and your strength. Also, we have Pure Plank Fitness on Facebook. Come on over there and join the group. Share your fitness story. Stay motivated. We're here to help you, give you tips, whatever you need. Pure Plank Fitness. That is also on Facebook. Definitely feel free to join the group if you do buy a Pure Plank board. And also, as I mentioned, while you're on Facebook, don't forget to join Trucker Hat Fans. That group is there as well for you, for all the fans of many different brands of trucker hats out there. Trucker Hat Fans is on Facebook for you as well. Now you can scan that QR code and get the links to all the brands and everything that I just mentioned. You'll find all the links to all the retailers that I just talked about: Pure Plank, Heartbeat, Alter Ego, Alter Ego, and many others are all available on there for you to shop. Get on there, join in and shop through the link tree and help support the great things we're doing here on Hat Talk Live. It's a shame that Jamie's not in here because I know he's probably busy doing some. I think he's working actually. I haven't heard from him, but let me hold on this let's do Q&A for a bit. Let's do Q&A. Let's have some interaction with the people out there that are watching, and we'll do that for a moment. I want to hear from you guys. Now's your time to not just sit and watch, and let's hear from you guys. Let's hear what's on your mind, what's going on in your worlds, and what you have questions about and what you guys want to talk about. What are you excited for? In anything out there that you guys want to talk about or ask me. I'll field all the questions. Gio was saying something about the FIFA World Cup. They built stadiums just for those games, and now they're abandoned. Nobody uses them. They do that in the U.S. too. The Salt Lake City Olympics. There are so many. I don't know if they still are, but just after we had the Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, there were so many venues and buildings and stuff. The Olympics leaves and the buildings are just sitting there rotting. Like nobody does anything, uses them, nothing. It's sad. Like they should have a plan to like repurpose these buildings. I mean, like, what are we like? It's like you're building one-time use facilities for what? And then there's no like future plan to like, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this. Like, turn it into like community stuff that they're like, people like for using the Salt Lake City as the example, like the ski areas and things like that. Use it for skiers, or use the ice stuff for like ice skating for the community, and now you can skate on where Olympians skated, things like that. Like you got to create different things or be creative with that. You guys are so quiet tonight. It's very I know it's January, and I know it's the darkest days of the year. If you're in one of those cold places, I know it blows. I've been there. This is the dark days of January. I know some places are darker than others. It's cold down here. It's been cold. It's going to get, I guess we're in the midst of like they call it like every 4 years cold snap in Florida. And it's going to be like a little bit chillier down here. Today was windy as fuck, cold. I went to Epcot. I'll talk about that a little bit too. We went to Epcot today. It was freezing. For us, I mean, like we're not used to having like it had to be like 20-mile-an-hour winds at least, wind gusts, and it was like only in the 50s. So that's very rare for our area here. Also, I think through the weekend, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same pretty much, like just chilly and cold-ish, and then it warms up. You're not here for Weather Talk Live, but and I know other areas and northern, it's cold and snowy, and I think Buffalo had snow today, and they had no school today, so it sucks. It's January time, so it's not that it's. I don't think it's. I mean, some people it's like this time of year, but now I'm seeing the comments coming through. Yeah, Charisma also saying, yep, a lot of the Olympics, they how they allow that to happen. Dan Josh also saying it's cold and windy in he's in Pennsylvania. Yep. So Andres Godinez, glad to see the notification for Hat Dog Live pop back up. I'm glad you're back watching. I appreciate you being here. I know the show is different now. We're still trying to find our way, like our new way of doing things. So it's not going to be like a rebuild. It's going to be find our way, and then hopefully people come and watch, because it's different now. It's different. There's no way around it. We're going to be talking about different things. We're going to be showing you guys different brands, and we're moving in a different direction. So it's either going to be, either it works or it doesn't. We'll find out. We could be here for 4 more years, or we could be here for 4 more weeks. Either way, it's cool with me. We'll figure it out. But if people don't come and watch, then I'll move on and do other things. That's just the way it'll be. But I'm glad the people who are here enjoying it, who do find value in me, and that's one of the things. Like in the past 3 months, I kind of learned a little bit was when people don't have a use for you, like you're not useful to them, they tend to go and do their own thing. It's a true test to find out who your friends are when you're not at your peak, when you're not at your best. And there's a part of me that like, not that I want these times, like what with the lows, because like now it's kind of a low. We're not at our best. We're not functioning at our peak. We're not at the greatest point of. I'm not at the greatest point. Hat Talk Live's not at the greatest point. And you find out who your friends are, for sure. And as I said last week, there's some people who I've heard from, and there's some people I haven't heard from. Right, the phone is silent, and that just goes to show me I was only good for them when I had some kind of purpose that I could do what I could do for them. They weren't here for me. They were here for me for what I could do for them. And those people can go, because I got no use for that. Now I've seen through it. You've already blown your cover. I kind of knew. Like, I mean, again, I've always said this, I'm not stupid kind of shit. I'm not. And I can kind of tell who's loyal and who's a true friend and who's not. Like, Gio doesn't skip a beat. He was down here less than a month, hanging out. He calls me every fucking week, just about, or I call him. He calls me more than I call him. But he doesn't give a shit that I can't, give him information about such and such brand hats or give him giveaways or whatever. If I had some big giveaway tonight, that number in the corner would be a lot higher, wouldn't it? But we're not doing that. People should be here for the right reasons because this is an entertaining show, and we've got a good community. That's what you should be here for. You shouldn't have these motives of like, oh, how can I use Big T for my own personal bullshit? I don't have use for those people in my life. And I've disappointed many people throughout this that tried to use me, and I didn't provide them with what they thought that I owed them. That's the other thing is like, if you've got this thought in your head that I should have done this for you, or I should have done that for you, you can stick it up your ass. Simple as that. I've done the best that I can. It is not easy managing all this. I'm one person. And unfortunately, when I'm going through a very painful time in my life for the past 2 years, loss, lots of things going on, I'm not here to cater to your bullshit. I'm not going to be as attentive. I'm not going to be calling you every day or texting you or messaging you back or answering your stupid questions that I fucking answer. There was one guy, he would message me every fucking Friday or Thursday or whatever. Every fucking week, this dude would message me. Any hints about the drop? Is it a banger? I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Every fucking week, I tell you the same thing. Buy it if you like it. Every fucking week. And every fucking week he came back and he was still bugging the shit out of me. Long story short, this fucking dude, once my relationship with that ended, he fucking unfollowed me. Unfollows me. I'm like, I fucking answered all those questions for you. And then you fucking unfollow me like right as soon. And I talked a little bit about the reselling stuff. He also was hitting me up for reselling hats. And he wasn't happy with the prices I was giving him. Oh, what do you mean? You're not going to give me a deal? No, dude, I'm going to get what I'm going to get for the, like, I'm good. Like, what have you done for me? Like, was there ever any deal you ever fucking get? Did you ever do anything for me? Why would I lower my price for you when you've done, I mean, I don't even know what he ever did for me. Maybe he used a code at one point, but that was fucking 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. I never going into the reselling thing too. I didn't want to be here. Just to clear that up. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, well, he's not loyal or he's a scumbag and this and that. I don't have to defend myself, but I'll tell you what. I never bought hats with the intention to resell them. That was never my intention. My intention was for this to continue. That was my intention. I planned on this going and going and going. I didn't have the thought in the back of my mind. It was there. It was like, okay, someday when this goes south, if this ever went south and it ends badly, I've got a shit ton of hats to sell. And if, unfortunately, that my worst backup plan, that's where we're at. That's where we ended up because, as I said last week, these hats make me sick to my stomach. Seeing them on you guys and the people that are still posting photos in them. I'm sorry, I don't like your photos anymore, but I can't even fucking stomach them anymore. So I have to get rid of them. Like seeing they're sitting on my floor. They're surrounding me on the floor here. They're not visible to you. But yeah, so any of you guys out there that are still interested in buying these hats, by all means, send me a message. But again, don't send me bullshit, thinking that you're going to get like some kind of like ridiculous half off deal from me. It's not happening. I'll set them on fire. In my opinion, I will set them on fire before I sell myself that cheap. So anyway, I guess no Jamie tonight, but I'll do it anyway. He'll watch it later on the replay. So if you got questions, you can feel free to comment, send your questions and continue to send those questions, and I'll keep that up as well. All right. So Jamie has been separated. We'll give a little backstory to this first. Jamie's been separated from his wife for over 10 years. We're not going to give full details, like accurate details here. Lives in a separate house, owns his own home. She owns her own home. Still co-parent. They has a daughter, everything. We're not going to talk about that stuff too much. They existed pretty well up until May of 2024. And then Jamie discovered that she had been dating somebody for about 6 months. In May of 2024, he discovered that. So that was basically the beginning of things not being so cordial anymore. Let's just say that between the two of them. Jamie's taking some time. He's, finding himself and losing weight and getting himself in shape and all kinds of other stuff to, improve his life. January last year. Am I still live? It's telling me I'm not live. Hopefully I'm still live. January of last year, he decides he's going to start getting on these dating apps. Somebody comment in the chat and let me know I'm still here. I hope that didn't go down. Anyway, starts dating in January last year. Finds a girl on one of these dating apps. Talks a little bit first. They set up a time to meet. I think they met at I think it was Panera, actually. I think they met at a Panera, which is fine. Good. All right, cool. Thank you. First meeting went well. Comes back. He's glowing, telling me how he really likes this girl right off the bat. Like he didn't have he had been with his wife since he was in high school. So he didn't have the dating in his 20s and his teens, his 30s, none of that. He didn't have that dating experience. So he hadn't been through some of the grueling things that some of us out there have been through in the wild, I'll say. And it's wild out there. He comes back, he's got high expectations. One date, and he's in love with this girl already. I'm like, look, slow down. I said, you got a long way to go here before you're walking her down the aisle. You got to take your time here and feel things out. And this is January, right around this time last year. And I can remember, before I get into this, one of the pieces of advice that I gave him early on was, don't go wild for fucking Valentine's Day. Because if there's anybody single right now watching this, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. I hate to say it like this, but there's girls out there that are preying on dudes right now, trying to get their Valentine's Day payday. And that's just a matter of fact. And I've been a victim of it a couple times, and I've seen many of my friends go through it too. And I think you know what this is leading to. So Jamie has the first meeting, they start sexting, and it's getting a little frisky. Things are going, in that direction and everything. They have a second date. They do some light, making out and stuff, so it's starting to look like it's mutual attraction and everything there. We get to Valentine's Day. February 14th was on a Friday, I believe, last year. Yes, I think it was on a Friday. I given my advice to Jamie. I said, don't go overboard. I said, this can go badly. And he did the candy, the flowers, the dinner thing. I think he just did pizza. In all fairness, he told me he only did pizza. So like wasn't too crazy, but he went above what I would have done. In my opinion, he did too much. So they have a Valentine's Day, they do that and everything. The next morning, February 15th, it wasn't even 8 a.m. yet. And I already had a text from him saying, we're done. She had already texted him by 8 a.m. on February 15th that she wasn't interested anymore. No real reasons, nothing. Like it was just done, peace, out. And my instant advice to him was, okay, be done. You learned a lesson here, walk away. Do not, whatever you do, text her and beg her to come back to you. And I don't know. People have their own ways of the heart wants what the heart wants, I guess. And it's easier said than done. And discipline and willpower, when your dick is involved, it's a whole nother fucking ball game. And that next week, sure enough, Jamie begs and texts her back. And I'm like, fuck, why the fuck? Like, and here's my reasoning too. So now she's got the upper hand. And I don't think that anybody should have the upper hand. I don't think the man should have it or the woman should have it. I think it should be 50-50. It should be equal. Before you think I'm giving like this sexist take on here, because I'm not. I'm giving you the fair take here. But by him begging her back, now she knows that he's going to take her shit. She fucking broke up with him the day after Valentine's Day, after he did all these nice things for her on Valentine's Day. She fucking said, peace, I'm done. I'm breaking up with you. Done. I go, you can let that one go. Like that's it. That's disrespectful. You don't need her. Move on, find another. That's my attitude towards that. Again, but it's tougher when you're the person in that situation. He wanted to know why, and he wanted to know like, well, what was the reason? And then he's got these friends that are not the sharpest tools in the shed. I'll tell you that. And they're feeding him this fucking bullshit. Well, maybe she liked you too much. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck even believes that bullshit? If you fucking like somebody, you don't run. There was no way I bought that fucking line of bullshit. Like that was just the stupidest thing to any one of his friends. I was like, who's this friend that's telling you this crap? Because that's stupid. And he wanted to hear that more than what he wanted to hear the tough love from me. So he gets another chance. And in the ensuing months, there's no more affection. There's no more making out. There's no more touching. Aside from like maybe putting a hand on a knee, or he never Shahud, he never got to throw away a condom. I mean, I'm spoiling a lot here early, but we're way not even close. I won't even say it yet. I'm going to save it for another. Again, this is going to be the first in a series. So I hope you guys let me know if you guys are into this or if it's falling flat. One of the things that did come up when he did get back and talking with her was she asked about his politics. Now, she must have seen something that Jamie might have swayed one way or another, that she obviously didn't go in that direction as far as her politics. And not that it's a total deal breaker to not be politically aligned with your partner, but it's definitely a difficult obstacle to overcome. And especially when you know it within the first like 2 months of like starting to date somebody, I feel like that's going to be a problem. And she was very much to the other side, and Jamie was very much to the other side of his politics. And I was like, yeah, you're going to have some problems. Like, I don't think that that's going to fucking work. Um, when she's sitting there watching the news with you at night and you're talking about issue A and like how, like, oh my God, it's so unfair that the person in charge is doing this about issue A, and you feel the exact opposite. How don't you voice your opinion? How do you stay quiet on that when it's something you feel passionately about? There was other weird things that were going on too, though. Like, so again, as I said, the affection stopped, but then there was these like breadcrumbs that she kept throwing out there. Like, she wanted to meet his daughter, and like, we're still early in this relationship. I don't have kids, and I don't have an ex-wife. But if I did, I feel like meeting the kids is something that would come in time. And by time, I mean, like, I don't feel like it's necessary for the person I'm dating to meet, or a person that would be meeting a child for, like, I would say like a year. I mean, you guys, again, I'll gladly take your opinions in the chat too. Um, that seemed weird to me. That was a weird thing. She was also willing to go to the nursing facility because Jamie's mom was in a nursing facility. I hope I'm not giving away too much here, but she also wanted to go to the nursing facility to meet his mom. Now, I don't want to give out any much more than that, but that one wasn't so weird, but it was still kind of weird. Like, are you interested or are you not? You're given some mixed signals, to say the least. It was very, very mixed signals on this stuff. The real red flags were she'd never really make plans with Jamie. She'd basically call him whenever she had like a free moment and make Jamie jump. Like, oh, my kids are at track practice and I'm here walking. I'm walking around the school. Come over and meet me and come walk with me. And of course, Jamie, being the nice person that he drops everything and runs out the fucking door. So, I told him, I was like, dude, you can't do that. Like, you gotta make yourself a little bit unavailable sometimes. You can't be so available. He liked the girl. He wanted to put his best foot forward. He wanted to be the person that he is. Unfortunately, it wasn't what he needed to be a little bit more of an asshole, actually, is what the best way to put it. So he was basically a friend out of convenience is what I called it, because they weren't affectionate, they weren't really dating, and they were never really going anywhere in public. And he gave me the excuse at one point. I was like, well, why don't you go somewhere? And she's like, well, he goes, she's afraid of crowds. I'm like, I'm like not buying that. Like, it sounds so sketchy to me. I'm like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not buying this. I'm going to wrap it up with this one, and then I'll continue it next. In 2 weeks, we'll continue the saga of Jamie's adventures in dating. In August, nice summer, sunny day. Not many that you get. Summer's winding down in upstate New York. Jamie tells me he's got plans to see her on a Sunday afternoon. I text him that morning. I go, oh, what time? He's like, oh, I haven't heard from her yet. Didn't hear from him all afternoon. I go, oh, how was the day? Like, I text him later that night, 5 o'clock or whatever. She never called. Total fucking no-show, ditched, ghosted. I go, done. That's it. Done. Like, you don't do that to people, friends or girls or guys, whatever. You don't make plans and then ghost. Like, that's a good way to lose your fucking friends. I don't, that's one thing I could never fucking stand from people, was people who didn't keep their word. At least tell, like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not. And this goes along with this whole thing. Like, there could have been an easy conversation, like, and it could have just been, hey, I'm just not that into you. And it would have saved a lot of grief. And I will continue the Jamie's Adventures in Dating in 2 weeks. You can let me know. Feel free to like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought tonight. I will continue that. Trust me, it gets way more. It's entertaining, and it's I don't know. It's entertaining to me. I hope it's entertaining to you. So we'll leave it at that for now. But I think I'm going to get out of here. It's been a good hour. I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Check out the brands, the new brand, Heartbeat brand. Check out Alter Ego Running, Huega House, all those brands, Culture Kings. Check them out. And let me know if you do end up purchasing anything. I got codes and I got links in my link tree. Hope you guys do end up purchasing something. Yeah, as Gio saying, to be continued. Exactly. Hope you guys found it interesting. If you know Jamie, I know Gio knows Jamie. Charisma knows Jamie as well. We're all rooting for him. It's not like we're rooting against him, but he's in uncharted waters where he's experiencing some things that he's never experienced. And it's like, what's okay to accept? What's okay to not accept? So that's where we're at. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. I'll be back again next week. Members only show. We'll be here members only. And I don't know if I put that banner back up, and where did I put that? I'll be amazed if I picked that. Nope. There you go. Next Thursday night will be the members only loyalty tier. So make sure you join the loyalty tier if you do want to tune in next Thursday night to watch. Appreciate you guys doing that. And let me just go back to that. And I also, I did have it there. I screwed myself up. But last thing, I did go to Epcot today, and I finally got to meet Figment at Epcot. So you can see, I'll have a post on Instagram with this, but you're seeing it here first on Hat Talk Live. Got to meet Figment. First time ever getting to meet him. He's my favorite Disney character, park character, whatever you want to call him. And glad that I got to meet him today at Epcot. So pretty cool. Hey, adults got to act like kids sometimes to get through this crazy life. So that was my day today. Thank you guys for watching tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. As always, I'm Big T, and Big T